Yo, what's going on everyone? Guiding Light here, and in this one, I'm going to be walking you guys through the mission here in the Outer Worlds 2, where you have to explore the Vox Relay Station. Now, keep in mind, guys, just like all the missions in this game, there's always almost an infinite amount of ways to complete it, meaning that my game may not look the exact same as yours. If you guys have done a bunch of side quests before coming in here, or if you guys have made some, massive game-altering changes, there is a potential that you may see some subtle differences in the mission when you guys get in here. Also, keep in mind there's probably a really good chance that you can get through this without taking this guy out. But like I said, guys, that's just the way I went through the game. And so hopefully this does help you guys out. So to get started, guys, you're going to have to take this guy out if that's the choice you make. Go ahead and do that, and then we'll walk you through the rest of this area. So there are vending machines at the beginning. I highly suggest you stock up on those, get your health full, because this is going to be a pretty long one. Now, once you guys get started, there's actually, like I said, a bunch of different ways you can complete this. You examine this board, it will actually give you guys a few extra hints, and it will tell you guys that there's actually two different objectives. One objective is the main one, and then the other one is there's going to be this like secret room off to the side, and you can go and loot that one out if you want. So we're going to continue this way. I'll show you guys how I was able to complete this. Keep in mind, I do my best to try and actually go stealth through these missions. The reason why is because the way I see it is that almost anybody can go through the mission stealth if they have enough patience. But if you're super under leveled, or let's say I'm super high level compared to you, you're not going to be able to actually take out all of the enemies in comparison. So we're going to take the stealth route. You want to come in through here, this air vent, and it will actually help you guys out quite a bit to get to the other side of this relay. Now, once you guys get through here, it's going to tell you that you are going to require some credentials in order to actually get through the main hub. So there's probably other ways that you can complete this, like I was explaining at the beginning, but this is the way I did it. So you come in here, you're going to be able to actually get these credentials yourself. Keep in mind, there's probably going to be some enemies as well. And even if they get alerted, there's actually ways that you can hide from them after they've been alerted. So even if they get alerted, if you don't want to fight them, you can actually just kind of go run and hide, come back, and they will not have seen you. So I actually had my companion there go and distract them. As soon as the guards found me, I just had my companion go distract them. They ran out to the other room, and so I was able to hide pretty well. So it's going to say that you're in combat. Just wait a few seconds until they lose you. And from there, you can go back and access the terminal once they have forgotten that you were there. So once you have access to this, you want to go into the terminal. You have to go through all of the different prompts in here and just make sure that everything is grayed out before you leave. Now, you will not get an update to the mission. Instead, now we're going to actually go into this air vent, which is on the side. But before jumping into the air vent, make sure that you pick up this item as it is required for the rest of the quest. So you should see a key card there. Go ahead and grab that card and then hop into the air vent. Even if the enemies find you, just run through the vent because they can't come in here and you'll end up losing them automatically. Now make your way through the air vent. Depending on your ranks, like I was saying, if depending on how you spec out your character, there's going to be an option to go ahead and send some drones out. That may help a bit to actually take out some of the enemies. You might not have to go as hard with stealth, but either way, you're going to make your way through this air vent to the other side. And what this is going to do is that we're going to have access to the other half of the mission. So long as you have that key card that we picked up, you should be all right. There's going to be some more enemies in here. I'm going to stealth past them. Keep in mind, you could just take them out if you really don't want to deal with this. But very quickly, we're just going to stealth past them, and I'll give you guys the next step. So there's actually a ton of enemies in this room. Again, they did end up finding me. I'm going to show you guys the stealth route in case you guys want to follow the stealth route. You just simply come up here under these pipes. You can come over here. And again, even if the enemies find you, you can just simply send out the companion, or you can lose them very, very easily and just come back if you're too underleveled like I was. So you want to come down here and slip into this room. And this is where the next quest step is. Like I said, guys, if the enemies are on your tail, just hide. I actually literally hid right here, and I was able to lose them because of my companion. Now, if your companion goes down, just walk far enough away from them, and it forces them to respawn, which is pretty cool. After you are available to do it, you can go up onto this terminal. You again go through all of the different options. Now you're going to use that key card we picked up. As you can see there, it's going to say insert credentials. And now it says bypass repaired using the key card. We get the credentials we need, and now we are free to leave. The only problem is that now all those guards are still there. So I'm going to show you guys how I was able to run past them once again. So this actually took me like 5 minutes just to get past this room because of all the guards in it. But if you run past and you slide, it's going to cause all the guards up top to jump down. You can then slip out and go back into the air vent. As soon as you're in the air vent, the enemies will lose you again. If you're patient enough, you can just run all the way to the other side of the air vent and then run back, and the enemies will have lost you. So it took me a while. I had to run back and forth through the air vents to actually lose the enemy's attention. But once you are done, you're going to be outside the room we just left. Just all you have to do is make sure that there are no enemies tracing you, and this is basically the next step. So after that, you're going to come down here, and there's actually a secret room back here. You can use this to regenerate your health. There's also that locked door they were talking about at the beginning of the mission. If you guys want to go out and get the key for it, this is where you're actually going to access that secret room. So come down here and regenerate your health so that you're ready for the next side of the mission. And you could clear out these enemies if you want. But now that we have that key card and we have the credentials, what we're trying to do is actually get back to the main room, which we started in, because we can now access that area. So that's how you're going to progress the quest. But keep in mind that there's also that optional quest step right down here. So now when you're ready, we're going to sneak past these enemies, or really you could actually just sprint past them. If you get their attention, it's not that big of a deal because you're going to go into an area that they can't access, and that will automatically make them lose you. So again, there's going to be another one of these terminals here and some collectibles, but you don't really have to worry too much about these. So simply walk your way back to that main room that you started in, and we can get on to the next step of the quest. Now, once you guys get back here, go ahead and use the vending machine again and restock on everything because you're not going to have too many options to do it after this. So use the workbench and anything else that you need to get prepared for the next step of the mission. Now, once you're ready, you should see this main door in the middle here, which is where we started the mission at first, but we'll have the box credentials now, so we can go ahead and slide this door open and move on to the next step of the quest. Now, again, if you follow my path, we're going to get through to the box relay, and this will complete this section of the mission. Now, to avoid any spoilers, guys, I'm going to end the video after we get through the box relay, because after this, there's actually going to be a bit of a boss. If you guys need help with it, I'll still make a guide, but to avoid any spoilers for people that want to try and complete it on their own, I'm going to split it up into a separate video. Now, at this point, guys, you just need to sneak past this room. Keep in mind, guys, that I do believe there was actually quite a few secret things that I may have missed in this room, but it's really up to you whether or not you want to go and explore it. I kind of regret not going a little deeper, doing a little bit of a deeper dive in this big open room here, because I do believe I missed a few items that I could have gotten that might have even made the mission a little bit easier, but I guess I'll never personally know until I go back for my second playthrough. So I try to keep these guides as simple as possible, and because I know there's so many different ways you guys can complete the game, I try and just do the main objectives without too many sidetracking. Now, hopefully this does help you guys out. I'll be making more walkthroughs throughout the game. If you need help with anything, just let me know down in the comments, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.